Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video, we will have our discussion on this upcoming transit of planet Jupiter, which is going to be taking place on May 14th, when Jupiter will enter in the Gemini sign. This transit is very important because of the way all the air signs are going to be getting accentuated because of the connection which Jupiter will establish with the Rahu as well in the transit. Along with that, it could also be seen as the activation of the Atichari, very fast motion of the planet Jupiter. So, guys, in this video, we will try to look at that if you have any of the natal planets in the Gemini sign and Jupiter is going to be transiting over them, what kind of result you can expect, what kind of transition in the manifestation of the energies you can expect. That is what we will try to understand. Because guys, I always say this thing that the basic thumb rule of astrology is that things get exaggerated where Rahu is transiting and operating in your life right now. You start getting detached where Ketu is transiting and influencing the matters in your life in the transit right now. Saturn just slows down things. It just motivates us to endure the hardship, goes through tests and trials, whichever area Saturn is influencing in our life right now in the transit. But it's the planet Jupiter which gives bountiful and things in bountiful and optimism, expansion, growth. And over where we can also say that things can be achieved with lot of ease and grace because of the blessings. You can see that there is some invisible force or luck is influencing you, reinforcing you, or supporting you in that specific area of the life where Jupiter is going to be transiting. Beyond any doubt, guys, in the modern day and age, where we talk about the power of the social media, which could also be encapsulated and could be connected with the Gemini sign. So Jupiter transiting over it. Like the way, guys, why to go very far? Like now, the way in Canada, like the Liberal Party, like has won and all. So now, when the whole analysis started happening in all the news channels and all, they got to know that like conservative was the very strong candidate. It just like that, just a day before the election, Donald Trump started tweeting that, okay, be mindful, Canadians, when you will be going for the voting, that you will nominate a person who will encourage Canada becoming the 51st state of the US. That actually drove the sense of patriotism, nationalism so much that somehow people have had this mindset that conservative could be leaning more towards Donald Trump and all. So they started voting and showing their support and solidarity to the liberals. And see the power of the social media. And again, guys, like even if you have to take it into consideration in the Indian political system as well, there have been those cases where people just like driven by the emotions and feelings, they gave a statement which costed their political career. Like there has been that kind of statements, like India is Indra, given by Indian politician Sonia Gandhi ji. Once she gave that statement against Narendra Modi ji that he is the trader of the death, Maut ka Saudagar. So it has happened so many times. Like even if you will go by the Mahabharat, so that statement by Draupadi to the Duryodhan that the son of a blind is a blind. People, many scholars say that that actually triggered Duryodhan and the Mahabharat war happened. Some people say that why Karan showed his complete solidarity, loyalty to Duryodhan because he gave the statement and showed his support at the right testing times when Karna was getting humiliated. So I mean to say, guys, communication in the modern day and age, when we talk about 2025, plays a very significant role, which is somehow the whole communication has been substituted by the social media, which is the power of the Gemini. And just because Rahu is going to be somehow Jupiter Rahu connection, so social media, communication, you just said the right word at the right time and your luck turn around things for you. So this is what we can say. And again, guys, I always say all of our spiritual religious books, like it hardly matters whether I talk about from the Hinduism point of view. This could be the Vedas, or from the Bible point of view, from the Quran point of view. There has been so much wisdom in it, but lot many times we are just subconsciously in a rush, just reading through things, not being able to decode, decipher, and read between the lines. The kind of knowledge and wisdom is in there. You don't need to go to an ashram or to a religious place. Only if you have capacity to read between the lines, you will get the wisdom then and there only, because it is already there in those books, in those religious holy books. So Jupiter in the Gemini will encourage you not only to read those books, read those scriptures, but also to contemplate and extract the wisdom out of it as well. So yes, guys, that was just a basic overview. Now we will look at, first we will invoke and do our prayers to the gods, Bij Mantra, Gayatri of the planet, and then we will start our discussion. The whole discussion is divided in three parts. Importance of Jupiter in Vedic astrology, Jupiter's transit in the Gemini, and how it is going to be influencing you if it is going to be transiting over your natal planets being placed in the Gemini. So, Om Ek Dantai Vidmahe Vakratundai Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat. Om Guru Devai Vidmahe Parbrahmai Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayat. Om Gram Grim Grom Saha Guruve Nama. Om Shri Vishnove Cha Vidmahe Vasudevai Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. So guys, we all know that based on our like geographical location. So roughly on May 14th only, Jupiter will enter in the Gemini sign. Now guys, Jupiter is revered as the most benefic planet, symbolizing divine wisdom, expansion, prosperity, and spiritual growth. Known as the teacher of the gods, Jupiter governs higher knowledge, dharma, righteousness, and the path to moksha, liberation. So again, guys, it's equally applicable to your belief system, to your religion as well. So whether you are Muslim, you are Christian, you are Sikh, in how much strongly rooted you are in your faith is the energy of the Jupiter. And again, Jupiter is a planet of like good virtues and morals. It will not make you as orthodox, which otherwise, if Saturn would have been influencing, could have made you. So it will actually make you very dutiful. That's what we can say. So key attributes of the Jupiter. So the nature is natural benefit beyond any doubt. So, and again, guys, over here as well, I want to say this thing that it hardly matters. Sometimes people ask me this question that Nipun, is the aspect of the Jupiter is going to be equally beneficial if it is debilitated, if it is like retrograde combust? It's a guru. That means it only has blessings to give you. Yes, based on the strength of a planet, its combustion, the strength with which it will give results, it could facilitate, but a guru will not become your enemy. That's what I'm trying to say. It will not start harming you. So, in especially in terms of the moral values, I mean to say, or in terms of its aspect, or in terms of its drishti. Because yes, based on your ascendant, your moon sign, certain planets become beneficial for you, certain planets become malefic for you, but still the aspect of the Jupiter is carrying and will always carry the blessings only. So gender is masculine, element is ether, caste is Brahman, priestly class. So based on your religion, all those people who are like doing the scholarly work, academic work, doing the God's work are all the energy and the representative of the Jupiter. Temperament is Sattvic. Brihaspati, the guru of the Devatas, they're like certain nakshatra where Jupiter in itself preside over as the Devata, as a guru. We also worship the Lord Vishnu as well. Direction of Jupiter is northeast, and its color is yellow or golden. Now, domains governed by the planet Jupiter. So Jupiter is connected with knowledge and education. And again, guys, like if you will have these planets in a dignified state, so generally what I have seen is that your life will govern as per um, the rules and regulation laid out by the society. Now you will see that your education will be completed on time, you will start your job at a right time, you will get married, you will have childbirth, all those biological things will happen in a very prescribed way. So this is what the blessing and the grace of the planet Jupiter is. But let's say, for example, if like your chart is being more ruled and governed by planets like Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, so then it's going to be haphazard, it's going to be delay, you have to work hard. Again, even though the malefic planets do not deny things, but yes, they can delay things. The beauty of the Jupiter is that if you get the Jupiter Dasha in the early phase of the life, Jupiter is working out well for you, well placed, based on your Lagan, your moon sign, your nakshatra. Jupiter is a benefic planet for you. So there's a high possibility that the major things of the life will happen at the right time, as per the biological clock. Spirituality and morality is also connected with the planet Jupiter. So knowledge and education, I have written like it represents Vedas, but again, it also represents Bible. It also represents Quran. All the religious books is which carries that deeper penetrating wisdom is all Jupiter. Spirituality and morality, yes, Jupiter gives you a lot of the morals, like the sense of the right and wrong, taking right decision. Like if Jupiter is going to be working out strongly in a benefic way, this person will have a lot of the virtues in the life. um, Wealth and fortune brings abundance and material prosperity, especially in its strong position. Marriage and children, Jupiter is a key indicator for marriage in a woman's chart, and it represents children and progeny. Wisdom and counsel, associated with teachers, preachers, advisors, and legal experts. Jupiter transit in Gemini, guys, Vedic astrology perspective. So, a general theme, we will go deeper into it. So, it represents the cognitive expansion, learning through interaction. Again, guys, if Jupiter is strong, I always say you do not have to go to the like these religious places and all of that. It's just like that you have that capacity to get inspired, get the motivation, get the wisdom, even in the daily interaction as well. Teaching and storytelling, spiritual curiosity, and global connectivity. Now, this, like I mentioned, the global connectivity because during this time, the connection between Rahu and Jupiter being in the air signs. Like, trust me, guys, if you are a creator, you are a journalist, you are in the fields of the communication in 2025, you will not get a better what do you call that, harmonious energy in the space, in the cosmos, better than this. 2025 could be a blessing for all the creators, influencers, journalists, people in the communication industry. Now, guys, the Vedic themes during Jupiter's Gemini transit. So, rise in intellectual and educational pursuit. Again, for many education-based tech platform, this is going to be the time of the blessing. Like a lot of the potential for expansion and the scaling up. So it's an ideal period for students, scholars, and writers, growth in digital learning, online courses, publishing and journalism, interest in multiple belief system or philosophies. Now, because during this year, the best part is that Gemini will host Jupiter in the Pisces. Saturn is already there. So Sagittarius is receiving the dual aspect. So that could be seen as a blessing. Communication as a spiritual path. So words become vehicles for wisdom and healing. Emergence of gurus or counselors who blend logic with faith. Yes, because Rahu is also there in the Aquarius, Saturn is there in the Pisces. So there might be some rise of a very like well-known, globally accepted kind of guru, like someone of the stature or status of like we talk about Shri Ravi Shankar ji, Sadhguru ji, Mahesh Yogi ji, Osho and all. So someone who will be globally accepted. So with Rahu in the Aquarius, we live in the day and age of the social media. So proper social campaigning is needed. Otherwise, like the way many people say, had Osho been born in this era, in this time, or like had he been born much before his time, if I were to say, to be very precise, God knows there would have been a religion started on his name. It's just like that. Those older were the times when people never used to question things or look at things with suspicion. They used to accept and follow. So yeah, so if Osho would have been born like 200-300 years before, there would have been a religion in his name. So that's what the power he had. But again, in the modern day age, the power of social media cannot be undermined. So Rahu being in the Aquarius, Jupiter being in the Gemini and Saturn being in the Pisces. Only the pure knowledge will come. So yes, it's a perfect alignment. And I already mentioned Sagittarius receiving the dual aspect. Uh, yeah, communication as a spiritual path. Words become vehicles for wisdom and healing. Emergence of gurus or counselors who blend logic and with faith, and emphasis on multilingualism and universal ideas. Now, guys, curiosity in relationships. So, greater focus on the mental compatibility in the partnership will increase. Possibility of dual romantic interest or managing multiple commitments. See, yeah, that generally happens if, like, if I were to say, if it is afflicted and all. Seeking intellectual stimulation in the social networks, trade, media, and technology expansion, boom in e commerce, digital marketing, and the tech startups, growth in transportation and logistics, strong push towards AI driven education and communication tools. Like, lot many people have been saying this thing, guys, that because of the AI, it's gonna make people very dull and all. So it's not like that. Because of the AI, now you have even the hands which will be operating on that. So it's just not like a regular pilot cannot drive those fighter jets. So you need to have that expertise. You have to up your game. Like the way now these days, I was just like doing a research because I have to manage my own business, my own website as well. That before, the search engine optimization was like that. If you have written a good article, good blog, um, Google and its algorithms will push you. But now it's the AI is doing the half of the work. AI in itself is providing the answer to any of the search result. So I mean to say that that does not mean that other businesses now are going to be out of the work. It's just like that. Now they have to be become more intelligent. They have to be a way ahead of it. That's what I'm trying to say. So because AI will only pick the genius now. Before it was just the algorithm. Even if a stupid post and content has been put forth, just because in India we in Hindi call it as a bhed chal, like the mass consciousness. Just because everyone is following it, so that means the algorithm will blindly push it more. But now it's intelligent. It will make its own distinction, what to push forth and what to suggest. That's what I'm trying to say. So AI is not going to make people dull. It is actually going to, make market and people more competitive. Philosophical fluidity. So people explore new belief system. Some may leave traditional faith. Jupiter in Gemini supports interdisciplinary approaches, mixing science, spirituality, and the psychology. Now, guys, after this, yes. So after this, beneficial activities during Jupiter in Gemini. So what you can think about is that, like the way I already mentioned, you are going to be very fortunate, lucky if in 2025, 2026, you are planning to write a book, you are an influencer, you are a creator and all. So that means you can think about if you're planning to begin writing or publishing projects and all, it's a auspicious omen for that. Enroll in advanced education or language studies, launch intellectual businesses or learning platforms, join the forums or communities that promote wisdom exchange, practice japa, mantra, recitation, or philosophical journaling. And again, guys, my recommendation to the world and everyone is that don't be don't be much obsessed with the count. I see sometimes people that you have to do that chant this number of times and you're not contemplating and meditating on it. You're just doing it in a rush like a tape recorder. I mean to say there's a lot of the wisdom because Jupiter is in the Gemini. The frequency or the number does not count as much as your capacity, your ability to read through it, to understand the piercing wisdom which is encrypted in it. So that will become more important rather than just I did 100 mala, I did 200 mala, I read the Ramcharitmanas so many times. Baba, you just read it once or twice, but how much did you extract it out of it? Because it has got a lot of wisdom encrypted in it. So that will become more important. Now, guys, Brihaspati transit over natal planets in Gemini. So Vedic astrology insight. So in Vedic astrology, the transit of Jupiter over natal planets is a highly significant event. When Jupiter transits Gemini, Mithun Rashi, it activates the energies of any natal planets placed in that sign. Now, again, guys, if Jupiter is activating something, that means it will activate the good, fortunate side of it. So, not something which is like, which could be Saturn. Like when Saturn activates anything, or Saturn transit over any planet, it actually, it has that foresight or insight. It activates, oh, so in your business dealing, Saturn transiting over the Mercury, you were unfair. You took advantage of that person. You fired that person on some unethical grounds 15 years back. Let me do the justice. So it's not like that. Jupiter is about, you might be the most sinful person, but out of the 99% sins of the life, 1% you have done charity and good deeds. Jupiter will give you result of that. It will expand that. So that's what I'm trying to say. um, since Gemini is ruled by Mercury and it is associated with intellect, duality, learning, communication, and adaptability, Jupiter's transit here amplify these traits, but the final result depends on the natal planet being transited. So, okay, guys, now we will start our discussion. So far, if you have stick around, you have not straight away reached the part which connects with you. You have listened to this video so far. So please, guys, like the video, subscribe the channel, share the videos. That's all what I can say, like any other creator. Because for the creators, this is a very good year, and I want to get benefited because of that. And that could only happen because of your people's support. Okay, guys, now talking about if you have your sun being placed in the Gemini and Jupiter will transit over it. So, guys, the general theme of this is that intellectual authority and the dharma activation. The results. So, it can bring honor, recognition, and alignment with higher principles, can inspire the leadership in education, law, or speaking roles. Ego expands with righteousness. So yes, guys, like the way people who are in the top position and all, so that stage comes when you have passed the test, you have passed or surpassed all the competition, but at the last minute, now the contender which you have to face at the end. So somehow if Jupiter is influencing you, supporting you, so that person can stand a chance to win. So that could only happen because luck supported him at the 11th hour. Like the way I give this example, like even in the Canadian politics, where Pierre Poliver was a very, very strong contender at the last minute. Like I guess if you remember, I mentioned this thing in his case, he's going to have the Rahu Ketu inversion. So that generally creates that confusion. So yes, but otherwise, for people who are like eyeing for any political leadership role, any of the senior leadership role, promotion, passing any federal government job exam and all, so this is going to be very, very supportive time for you guys. So the word of caution, guys, avoid the arrogance in intellectual debates. Now, guys, when we talk about if you have your moon being placed in the Gemini, so whether your moon is like, obviously, if it is going to be placed and it's like Jupiter's nakshatra only, it will become much more like auspicious for you. So let's see. So the general theme is emotional expansion through ideas. The result could be that enhances mental peace through learning and spiritual teachings. It can trigger emotional healing via communication or counseling. So, yes, guys, like this could be a time when if you have any of the therapist, you have any of the counselor, or like in any capacity, if you are like under the heat and pressure and all. So, getting a like a counseling, a therapy could be considered. So, and again, guys, this could also be the case that like just because Jupiter is transiting over your moon. So that means your subconsciousness is very ripe. It's very receptive to the fortune, to the right counsel, right sort of wisdom, advice, and all. So it's a time of the blessing. And I generally say this thing that all the important auspicious and the manglik event of the life, like for example, getting married, childbirth, starting the business, so all those things, if Jupiter is transiting over your natal moon, so it's like divinity omens is supporting you. The word of caution, guys, restlessness or overthinking due to information overload. Oh my gosh, God, these days for me, it's like even when I'm like sitting here, so there's something all the time going on in the television, wherever I am, it's like all the time, it's like there's so much knowledge, so much information, so much happening in the world. How can I waste time? So I feel like even in the area where I live in Vancouver, people would have started imagining my face with a headset, with a headphone, because I'm all the time headphone is on and I'm listening to some either mantra, chant, or some discussion. So yeah. So yes, restlessness or overthinking due to information overload. This is the word of caution for you guys, because there is going to be a lot of the good content and like good information around you, but it shall not, stress you out because of the information overload. Now, guys, when we talk about if you have like Jupiter transiting over the natal Mars in Gemini, so, beyond any doubt, guys, Mars's placement in the Gemini in any case can make you, there's a slight vulnerability of the person could be impulsive, argumentative, always like in a rush to do things and all. So, how Jupiter's transit over it will influence you. So, the general theme is that bold action guided by the higher wisdom. So, you will have that motivation, mojo, and all to act. Again, guys, it's not like Saturn transiting over this Mars. It's not like that Ketu transiting over Mars or Rahu transiting over this Mars, because we know that Rahu can misguide your energy. Ketu can radicalize you. Saturn can create that conflict, but Jupiter is like right set of wisdom will guide your action. Results, guys, it increases the ambition in intellectual or business pursuits. It's excellent for strategic planning and courageous communication. So during this time, like the way we say that, like even in Indian politics and all, I still remember like this guy, I guess he was Delhi's one of the province in India. He was the chief minister there, and he resigned over some issue. And everyone was saying that okay, you have got enough like majority in the election, and you are committing a mistake. He took that chance, and he came with more numbers, like more majority. So I guess this movie which came with Will Smith on it, made on the like it was a biography of Sunita Williams and the Venus Williams, Richard Gere, I forgot. I forgot the name. But yeah, all what I remember is that there was one time when he was about to sign a contract, a deal with some sporting giant, but he keep on like denying the offer, and everyone like his advisors were also warning him against it, that they will not come back again with an offer, but he took that chance. And later on, the offer on which he finally signed was almost 1,000 times percent higher than the initial offer made to him. So just like that, the wisdom and the fortune is empowering you for taking those chances or bold action. So it's a good time, guys. So the result, guys, is increases ambition in intellectual or business pursuit, excellent for strategic planning and the courageous communication. The word of caution for you is that avoid the heated arguments or being overly self-righteous. I guess this is getting valid in the case of the Indian newsroom discussion. So whenever any of the discussion is happening, especially if because India is secular, our strength is in the solidarity, so many faith, so many belief system. So sometimes once some kind of communal thing happened, and then they bring expert or the spokesperson of that belief, that religion, and then in the newsroom so much discussion, heated argument happens. So this could be one such word of caution, or the when we say after listening to the pros, this could be the one con side of it. Now, guys, if Jupiter is going to be transiting over the natal Mercury in Gemini, so guys, the general theme is that beyond any doubt, if your Mercury is placed in its own sign, it makes you genius. It makes you very like communicative, friendly, likable, all of that, and you are genius beyond any doubt. You might be like you have multiple talents as well, very versatile. Now, when Jupiter transit over it, so the results could be excellent period for writing, teaching, media, public speaking, or launching educational platforms. So you're already working as a good astrologer and all. You want to start your own, like you're operating and doing it on just on a small setup and all. Now you want to start your YouTube channel, you want to have your app, and you want to grow your business. So Jupiter will support you. So, and also, guys, it sharpens the memory and the articulation. Now, the word of caution, guys, is that over analyzing or jumping to conclusion in spiritual matters. So again, guys, when we talk about the religion and the spirituality, you cannot put logic and rationality in it. Like the way we say, uh, the human things are known. Humans are known to be loved, and with the divine things, they need to be loved first to be known. Okay, so let's say, for example, guys, if Jupiter is transiting over the natal Venus in your case, so you have your Venus being placed in the Gemini, which can make you very likable, loving, and a true art connoisseur, like appreciator of the art and the beautiful things and all. So the general theme and Jupiter transit over it, it's like harmonious exchange and romantic idealism. So the general results could be it favors the romantic and social communication. Artistic and aesthetic pursuits flourish. Good for initiating value-based relationship. Now, guys, the word of caution for you is that idealism and love can cloud the practical judgment. So, yes, because if Jupiter is transiting over it, so again, guys, like even the Venus attains exaltation in the zodiac sign of the sign being ruled by the Jupiter in itself, like Pisces, which has got to do with unconditional love. So it means idealism and all can just cloud the practical judgment. Like now they have stopped making those kind of movies. I guess I recently watched that Hollywood movie, The Notebook. So yeah, it's like the same plot. The girl is very rich and very intelligent, and she has fallen in love with a underdog and all. So yeah, and all with you, like parents are happy that okay, our daughter has passed the medical exam. Now she has become doctor, and now suddenly the daughter comes and says that the driver which you have assigned for me, like to drop me to the college and all, I'm in love with him. So parents, oh my God, what happened? So yeah, it's just like that. Okay, I'm just joking, guys. That was a very bad example. But what I'm trying to say that it can cloud the practical judgment because idealism will go very high. Now, guys, moving ahead now, if Jupiter is going to be transiting over the natal Saturn in Gemini, so your Saturn is placed in the Gemini, which is considered as a good placement for the planet Saturn. So these people, when they communicate, when they express themselves, there's a lot of the like practical wisdom, like some things, like the way we say that there are like certain things which you say out of practical experience. You have lived it. It's not like that just the bohemia or not just like the idealism or the utopian mindset. It's like been there, done that. I have experienced that. And based on that experience, now with the life's practical wisdom, you are saying something. So those are the typical Saturn Gemini people. So, guys, the general theme for you people is that wisdom through discipline and intellectual maturity. Now, the results could be balances optimism with realism, could bring structured learning, long term contracts, or karmic mentors. So, guys, in a way, see, the thing is that whatever Saturn is going to be doing in your life being placed in the Gemini, and if Jupiter is going over it, you can look at it in this way that now luck is supporting you. Fortune, blessing, and the grace is supporting you in all of your those endeavors. Because guys, see, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes what happens is that if Saturn is influencing Gemini, Saturn is influencing the second house of people. So see, these are not a planet of like diplomacy and the grace, like planet like Ketu, planet like Saturn. So these are those people, they will say the truth, but that truth is going to be very naked, very, very critical, like very sharp, very to the point, which is the truth, but it actually give rise to a lot of the resistance and people get offended and all. So now Jupiter transiting over this Saturn will support you over there. And yes, it's going to be a supportive time for getting into long-term contracts. And because of the luck only, good fortune only, life will bring right people, right mentor, right guides in your life. And guys, when we talk about the word of caution, so fear of growth due to rigid thought patterns. Now, guys, when we talk about if Jupiter is going to be transiting over your natal Rahu in the Gemini sign. So, guys, the general theme of this is that we say this thing that obsession meets the philosophy. The results could be it can amplify desires for knowledge, fame, or unconventional teaching. Possibility of breakthroughs in tech, media, or foreign communication. So, if any of these things, because guys, Rahu's placement in Gemini is considered as one of the best placement. Like the way Rahu in the Libra can make you savvy in the commercial matters. Rahu in the Virgo can make you genius, intelligent. Rahu in the Aquarius can actually make you very futuristic. But Rahu in Gemini is like very talented, very likable, person who can manage multiple things, a typical case of a successful entrepreneur. And Jupiter transiting over it, that means in all of your endeavors, all of the things which you are hustling, you will start extracting luck and fortune over there. So, yes, the results are can amplify desires for the knowledge, fame, or unconventional teaching, possibility of breakthroughs in the tech, media, or foreign communication. And, guys, the word of caution avoid the cult mentalities or misleading ideologies. Now, guys, if Jupiter is going to be transiting over your natal Ketu in the Gemini, so beyond any doubt, guys, see Ketu's placement in the Gemini might not be very good placement because then Rahu is going to be placed in the Sagittarius. So Ketu in the Gemini is it's not that kind of conducive placement, but just because now Jupiter is going over it, so that means the general theme is detachment meets the divine intellect. The results could be the strong potential for mystical learning, intuitive downloads, and interest in the ancient text. It's also good for spiritual writing and for anything to do with the mantras or mantra sadhana. Now, guys, the word of caution is confusion or lack of direction if not grounded properly. And guys, yes, lastly, if you're going to have the Jupiter return, so it is like considered as the most auspicious or the fortunate event of the life. That year is generally considered as very auspicious. And whether you're like 12-year old, 24, 36, 48, it's like, and if you're also trying to do something at this stage in the life and your running dashas are favorable, so life will bless you. So, guys, the general result is it marks the beginning of a new dharmic cycle, excellent for spiritual renewal, teaching roles, foreign travel, or philosophical expansion. So, yes, guys, for something to do with the like where we say that a new phase of the duties will begin for you, or like if you are already working as a religious priest or in any of the judiciary kind of role, if you are there, so this is going to be a time of the blessing for you. See, all what I can say is that Jupiter has like have transited in all the houses for you. It has given you the chance to extract the wisdom in those areas. Now it will start a new phase, a new chapter in your life. So all these things, this could be the spiritual renewal, teaching roles, opportunity over there, foreign travels, philosophical expansion. And this year it is very important because you are having Jupiter return in the Gemini, and at the same time Jupiter is aspecting the Sagittarius sign, Rahu in the Aquarius. So yes, it will actually trigger things in your favor. The word of caution, guys, must align actions with values. Otherwise, expansion may lack the strong foundation. So, guys, what we learned so far is that Jupiter expands the sign based theme and the natal planet's nature. It only has goodness to offer. If the natal planet is afflicted, this transit may highlight inner imbalances. Aspect from the transiting Saturn, Rahu, or Mars may modify results significantly. So, yes, guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. And yeah, for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Thank you.